We back, part two. I said on the end of the first part that I was going to play Lil Wayne and then freestyle over the beat, but I ain't gonna play Lil Wayne. I'm just gonna freestyle on the beat. Fuck Lil Wayne.
That's what's up.
Well, I'm not gonna freestyle neither. I'm just gonna write. I'm just gonna spit some shit that I wrote a long time ago because I don't feel like fucking freestyle. My style ain't free, baby. Lone Wolf, outlaw wolf. I'm thinking about changing my. That's another thing I've been thinking about. You know how it was Big Ma?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about changing my rap name to Outlaw Wolf.
Yeah. I feel
You know,
that.
like where I got the idea from is ASAP Rocky.
Yeah.
They got the little ASAP thing going on, like ASAP Rocky, ASAP Ferg. It's different people in the group or whatever. I'm thinking about doing Outlaw Wolf, Outlaw Red, Outlaw Shandaman, Outlaw fucking Chops, Outlaw Bubba. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Bubba.
Bubba. Alright, let's kick this fucking shit.
In the ass.
Hopefully it sounds good. Hold it from right there, bro. Let's play that. And let's see. Ready? Let's rock. If I fuck up, oh well. But I'm gonna give you a little something. When these haters see me, they take a detour. It's the lone wolf kicking down your door. We can settle the score in the middle of the story. Always ready for war. I've been there before. I can't stand the fake ass game banging fraud. These bitches be snitching, so I keep it out loud. Like watching John Wayne with my fucking pal fall. Fam investigated for murder, talking about my man Maul. Like Biggie said, drop bombs on your moms. I was raised by killers, drug dealers, and cons. Y'all minor lead, I'm not Bonds like Barry Bonds. I'm a country boy, practice my right to bear arms. Gun slinging like a race aiming at your face. Keep a pistol in case these haters shoot up the place. They used to call me Good Greens like back in '05. Native self-medicate, I feel so alive. If you ain't got my fat, get the fuck up out my ride. I represent Virginia, southwest side. Cops are the crooks by the books. Life can be deceiving, it ain't what it looks. Outlaw on my chest, I'll do it the best. I don't need a vest with the Smith & West. I stand for something, so they trying to make me fall. But I'm making moves like my name Chris Paul. Woo! Lil Wayne ain't fucking with me, baby. Yeah. Killed that shit. What do you think, Shane?
Ain't nobody got on nothing on you.
I was fucking around, man. I'm far from great. I just do the shit for fun. Rapping was always a hobby for me. Well, it wasn't always. When I first did it, it was I took it real serious.
Yeah.
But now, like I'd rather fight
Yeah.
and do that just for fun. You know what I mean?
I would like to see you rap it out for your entrance come in.
I thought about that. Yeah, rap my entrance. I think somebody's done it before. I'm not for sure. I think Mark Woodbury did that. I'm not for sure if he did or didn't, but I think he did.
Then when you win, do another freestyle on the way out.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's your turn. It's your turn, Shanda, man. Freestyle.
Oh, no. I already did my turn. I did slow motion for you guys.
This is how we do it, baby. What is today?
Wednesday.
Motherfucking Wednesday. Halfway through the week and I don't even know what the fuck day it is.
Actually, it's Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Yeah.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
it's
thought it
Tuesday.
was Wednesday for some reason. It felt good. I don't know.
It felt good.
Is it? Okay. I thought it was past 12.
Yeah, it's 10 something.
Yeah. Good moments.
You're crazy shit. Hell. What do you think about Derek Jeter retiring? He just retired.
I think it's been a long time coming. I'm just joking.
Do you ever keep up baseball?
No, not much at all, but, I always heard about him. He's one of the biggest names I've ever heard. mean, one of the I heard recently, the past 4 years on ESPN.
Yeah, man, I played baseball when I was younger. When I started when I was like 9 years old. And Derek Jeter's always been the man far as back as I can remember for the New York Yankees. When I was a kid, I was a huge fucking Ken Griffey Jr. fan. I love Ken Griffey Jr. He still today is one of my favorite baseball players. He's one of them guys who didn't fully get to reach his potential because he had problems with injuries, but he was badass, man.
Yeah.
Do you have any favorites, or you just?
There's one guy, I don't remember. He's an older feller, very lengthy guy. He had he had a beard. It was blonde in a way, brownish.
Mark McGwire.
Yeah.
Mark
Yeah.
motherfucking McGwire.
Yeah, I liked him pretty well.
St. Louis Cardinals.
Yeah.
Oh man, we gonna come talk about some random shit. Oh man, I got a story you could tell him, Shannon. I only have to say 2 words and you know what I'm talking about. Myrtle Beach.
Oh shit.
Break it down for him what happened on Myrtle Beach when we invaded Myrtle Beach.
First of all, we bought liquor. And we had some Crown. We had some Jägermeister. And we had
Georgia Moon.
And Jeremiah was the life of the party. He beat me at drinking. Had the whole jar finished before I got there. And,
yeah, he's talking about the Georgia Moon that came in a quart jar. And I drunk it all and not even realized it.
Yep. Next thing you know, my brother, or Andy, walks in. Which one was it, Andy? Or
We go outside. We walked outside and met up with Nate after we drank that Georgia Moon.
Yeah.
And he poured me a glass of Crown Royal. Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
And I drank it.
We was chilling on the beach or whatever. And
No, wait a minute. You left that apart. And after I drank the Crown Royal, Andy came out there with the Jägermeister. I was like, let me get a shot of that.
yeah, that's what I was trying
Got a
to
big old swig of Jägermeister. So that's almost a whole quart of Georgia Moon.
Yeah.
A cup of Crown Royal. And a big swig of old Jägermeister to top it off.
He's feeling it too. I tell you what.
We was on our way back to go to the room to get more liquor. And we're out on the beach. We started to walk back towards the room. I hit on all fours, didn't I, Shannon?
Yeah.
And I couldn't move, man.
No.
I was down. I got so fucking drunk, I was laying in the sand. And I remember, like, I tried to get up, but I couldn't. I was going to get sick, so I just laid down and closed my eyes. And the beach wasn't helping it. The ocean, that water sound, the waves crashing in and shit, it wasn't helping. It made me feel more dizzy and shit.
Yeah.
And then when I look up and I see the city lights at Myrtle Beach, downtown Myrtle Beach or whatever, the strip, it fucked with
Just
me.
glowing you.
Yeah, the fucking lights fucked with me. And then when I was facing down for a while, but then a lifesaver or a beach patrol.
Yeah. Yeah. The beach patrol came by. I was like, "Get up, Jeremiah, get up." Cause he's feeling it pretty good. And we all got up, just enough for them to pass by.
Yeah, I barely raised up. I couldn't sit all the way up, so I just put up my right elbow down in the sand, and I just raised up just a little bit.
Yeah.
And as soon as that motherfucker passed, I flopped back down into the ground.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like.
I was out there for like 2 hours, face down in the fucking sand. And it was so embarrassing. I couldn't do nothing about it, man. But I remember Nate, this is right after he got out of the military, he got over in my face and by my side and was doing push-ups and trying, talking to me like a drill sergeant.
Yeah. Better get up, private.
Yeah. Yeah. That wasn't helping.
No, that didn't help any.
And then, finally, after about 2 hours of fucking laying there, I wanted to go back. I puked. Eventually, I puked.
Yeah, you puked, and I had to cover it up in sand.
Yeah,
just in case, like, anyone was gonna step in it.
That's a good fucking friend. I fucking puked, and before I laid my head back down, he covers it up in sand where I don't lay my face back down in my puke. That's a good friend to look out for, you know what I mean? Real friend shit.
But on the way back, me and my brother had him by our shoulder carrying him.
Yeah, I had one arm around Nate, one arm around Shannon.
Yeah, and we was walking. Well, no, some part in this story,
that was before we got to. That was when we started drinking, and then we went outside.
Yeah, we went outside. Me and Jeremiah was walking down the hallway, and there's there's a snack machine and a drink machine, and we was walking by it, and this woman just pops out of nowhere and starts walking straight towards us, and Jeremiah tries to get out of the way real quick. But sure enough, I look over and it's like a tackle. he just like arm to arm. And she like moved backwards, and he just kept walking like nothing ever happened.
I never did even know I hit her. Later on, Shannon's like, "You remember almost knocking that woman over?" I was like, "No, I don't remember that shit."
One of the good parts. And I remember me and my brother had him by the arm, by the shoulder in the elevator when we looked at him.
Carrying me to the room.
Yeah, and he had a face full of sand.
People was looking at me weird as y'all carry me to the elevator, and people walking by, they're looking at me like, "Look at this one." Full of sand all over me.
Yep. And I remember taking you to the room, and
before we get to the room though, we're in the elevator, and Shannon's on my left. Got me by the left arm. Nate's got me by the right arm, and I'm drunk, and I'm having one of those bro moments. I look over to Nate, and I says, "I really appreciate you guys." And I looked over at Shannon for taking care of me. Y'all some real friends. I love y'all. I got all real sentimental with them in the elevator going up. Oh, shit. And I remember Nate just laughing about it. He knew I was drunk as fuck.
Yeah, that's some good times, man.
That was fun, man.
I just remember after you got done eating, you was like, "Man, I feel so much better."
Oh, yeah.
And you was back up again on your feet.
I was,
wait
a minute.
Even though just being so drunk as much as you was.
Because I knew that I had to drink to soak up that liquor. You know what I mean? So I ate a sandwich, then immediately felt better. I think puking helped too.
Yeah.
Puking, then ate a sandwich, and then we go out on the balcony. And this is the crazy part. We've left this part out. We had how old was that woman that was partying with us? The older woman.
70.
We had 60, 70-year-old woman partying with us, drinking with us. She had her own bottle of liquor. A church-going woman now. And her ideology on drinking was Jesus drunk wine. Yeah. So she drinks liquor, by God.
Yeah, that's the phrase you brought up. You said, Jesus, created it into wine.
Yeah.
Then she was like, "Yeah, that's what I always try to tell people." That's what she said too.
I ain't judging. She's a cool ass old woman. She drunk me under the motherfucking table. I was down for 2 hours, and me and Shane go up there, and I fix the sandwich, sort of get feel better. And we walk out on the balcony, and we look out on the beach, and she's still out there getting down, dancing and drinking and acting a fool, man. And she's a 7-year-old woman.
Mm-hmm.
I got out drunk by a 7-year-old woman.
Yep. She's a party beast when she gets it.
Hey, man. And on church every Sunday.
Yeah.
I like it. That was funny, though. Cool ass old woman.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, we had some crazy ass fucking times, Shannon.
Oh, yeah.
What's some other crazy shit we went through back in the day? Any stories pop out?
We was dipping skull one time at a football game, and we didn't have nowhere to spit, so we spitting on the.
We're 14 and 15 at the time.
Yeah, we're spitting on the seats on the away team side, and we have a big gap just covered, like nobody's around us yet. But before we leave, we have 2 big ass puddles on the seats, and we walk away, and sure enough, all these people come in, and we had I don't know, it was just like a freaking lake of spit just sitting there waiting on them to sit down on.
Yeah, we're sitting there spitting on the benches because we ain't had nothing to spit in, and we're 14, so we got to hide it. And some people start come sitting by us, so we get up and walk away, and as we walk away, turn around, we left 2 big ass puddles of spit where somebody would be sitting at, but there ain't nobody sitting there.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure nobody did sit there.
That's some
That's some redneck Gate City shit. That's what that is.
Yeah, raising hell, Blue Devil.
I ain't gonna say spitting on a damn bench. It's raising hell.
No.
I've raised a lot more hell than that before. Yeah. Remember that time I was playing sandlot football? And I accidentally tackled you tackling somebody else?
Yeah. It was Eric Pope. No, it wasn't Eric Pope.
Don't say no name.
It was,
fuck him. Just it
yeah.
was somebody and
It was, actually wasn't him at all. I remember, like, I came into to tackle somebody, and Jeremiah was coming towards me, and I got to him first, I believe, and, you know, he was trying to help me take the guy down, you know, because I didn't have enough momentum, and sure enough, he comes in and just pile drives that dude, and I just got the aftershock about it, and I just we just all just hit the ground, and I was under the dog pile.
Yeah, see, and, I come in running in, I hit old dude, knock him into Shannon, we all land on Shannon, I believe, and then we all, like, land on top of him.
Yeah. Yeah, I just remember sitting on the sidelines because both my arms were hurt so bad.
I remember when we took sandlot football serious down at them Gate Street football games, baby.
It was smear the queer and all that shit.
I remember one time I was playing, I was bad about, I'd be like, hold him. And then I'd, if you couldn't tackle him, I'd tell a person just to hold him. And hold him till I get there. And I'd come rushing in and I'd finish them off every fucking time. Me and Johnny Sawyer would set it up. Johnny would hold him, because Johnny's a skinny guy. He was fast enough to catch him, and I was the big power hitter, you know what I mean? So Johnny would grab a hold of him and couldn't get him down. I'd be like, hold him, Johnny, hold him. And I'd be coming rushing in to boom, finish him off. We did it to fucking this kid named Andrew. I ain't gonna say his last name one time. He's real tall and skinny, bony kid. Yeah. Johnny was holding on to him. I was like, hold him, Johnny, hold him. And I fucking come in. I laid him out, boy. I broke his fucking collarbone. You remember that shit? His collarbone was sticking out.
Yep.
Oh, crazy. We got into some good games over there. I remember, like, one time, I can't remember who it was, but somebody tackled somebody into a fucking truck.
I remember that, yeah.
Somebody, got fucking tore up.
Yeah, now they take it. They don't got the same aggression we did back in school.
Nah, them little kids don't do that shit. Like, we got down. The best games wasn't in Gate City. It's that sandlot over there. Tearing that sandlot up when we was 14.
Remember the coaches? If you play in the sandlot, you can't be on the football team.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah. I was like, fuck, that's fun as fuck, dude.
He was afraid you'd get injured, I reckon.
Yeah. I remember, like, going back to it.
What the fuck? Oh, that
screen died.
Phone died.
Phone died.
This motherfucker up. Keep it going, Sean. Time, baby.
Yeah, like at a football game, I don't know if it's just me or anybody else, but I always feel like there's someone looking at me. So I look around and I'm looking at people and they think, you know, I'm stopping them or something. So, you know, it's crazy.
Keep it going. It's your time. I'm busy here.
He's got stuff operating here. He's the producer. But yeah, I miss those days in a way, actually.
What day? Oh, football and shit. Yeah, I miss school. Back in the day, I couldn't wait to get out of fucking school. But now, after 2 or 3 years after being out, I kind of missed it. Miss hanging out with everybody and raising hell.
Yeah. I always thought, you know, it's crazy. People say, you're going to miss it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, you do, but you don't think you're going to. You're always like, fuck, I ain't never going to miss this shit.
I missed out even earlier because when I was 14, halfway through my 9th grade year, well, here, let me give you the backstory. I was on truancy probation from the 7th grade up to the 9th grade. Check this. Every month, I had to go to court just to check to see if I went to school every day. And if I missed and didn't have a doctor's note, I got sent off. And I got sent off twice because of it. Well, my 3rd time, the 9th grade, when I was 14 years old, I knew I was scheduled to go to court and I missed a lot of school. I got to a point that I barely even went at all.
Yeah.
I went, once out of 3 weeks?
Yeah.
And I knew they was going to send me off, and it was my 3rd strike, and they told me once before, your 3rd strike, you're going to be gone for a while. It ain't going to be just 10 days, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I said, fuck it. I ain't going. I didn't go to court. My mom goes up to the courthouse. Well, she calls me. She says they're on their way. So Jay's here with me, and we're in my room. So we get up, get ready, get our clothes on. We head out the back door, and I live up in the woods. And I run out the back door. Then I run down to the field. There's a field below my house. And we're in the middle of the field in a wide open. And here comes two or three cop cars, sheriff cars, coming up my driveway. And we're in the middle of the field, me and Jay. I tell Jay, duck down. And we just duck down in the middle of the field, take a knee. And these cop cars drive right past us, on up the hill, up to my house. Didn't even fuck us. All they would have had to do is look to the right, and they would have seen us sitting in the middle of the fucking field as clear as day. They drive on past us. We run behind them across the street and go to this mountain right above the quarry pond. I hide out up to the quarry pond until the coast is clear. After the cops leave, my mom calls me and says they're gone. I was like, come pick me up, take me to Tennessee. We went to Tennessee, and I stayed in Miller Village Apartments for like 2 or 3 months. Yeah. And then I finally came back to Gate City, and I stayed in Gate City for until I turned 18. Because if you're on the run from the cops as a juvenile, they can't use your juvenile record against you as an adult when you turn 18. So I knew if I ran until I was 18, that once I turned 18, the charges would be dropping, I'd be good.
Yeah.
And I did. I was successful. Mm-hmm. I got by with it. I turned 18, and I never went to jail.
I've actually heard of another woman that done the same exact thing. There's a lot of people who do that. You know,
yeah.
You're not the only one.
Yeah, I know. I got the idea from my cousin Travis. He did it, so that's the reason why I ran, because I knew he ran when he was 16 until he was 18. He just quit going to school. So I was like, fuck, I'm on, Yeah. But I kind of been on the run for a couple years. I got real paranoid, because all I did was stay in my house. I didn't go out in town in Gate City because I didn't want to get caught. When I went out, I went to somewheres where there wasn't a whole lot of police action, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Kingsport, because Tennessee ain't going to bother me. And like deep into the woods or some shit in Virginia, but I wouldn't go out in town in Gate City. I'd dodge Gate City. But I got paranoid because I was going through that for 3 or 4 years. Then when I turned 18 and I went to a Gate City football game for the first time, I had, that's when I realized I had that post, was it traumatic?
Syndrome?
Yeah, like PTSD or whatever the fuck they call it. I had that shit. I realized it because I had social anxiety real bad. Like people they ain't seen me in years came up to me, was trying to talk to me, and like it was just freaking me out. It was too much at once for me to be isolated for 4 years. It's like being locked up in jail for 4 years in a cage, coming out into society. It fucks with your head.
It changes your mindset on everything.
You was there. You seen it, didn't you?
And it takes you a while too to get used to it again. It takes you just as much as time as you being isolated as it does being back in a public area to get normal again. Because I've been there myself. I isolated myself from people. I'm not going to lie about that. I've done it before. So.
Yeah, like, it took me about a year to get back. Well, it took me about 2 or 3 years to get back normal to where I could socialize, go in public without looking over my shoulder. I wasn't right for about 2 or 3 years, about until I was 21, 20 years old. About 19 or 20 is when I started coming back around, because I started doing MMA, and MMA brought me out of my shell a little bit, you know what I mean?
It worked out all that, what you had.
Social anxiety and paranoia, it helped me release that shit.
Took it away.
But I still got anxiety problems now. I still have anxiety attacks and panic attacks. This is something recently you've been going through yourself.
Yeah, I've been having them too.
When I first started having them, man, I thought I was dying. I didn't know what the fuck was wrong. I was either dying or I thought I was going crazy. I went through it real bad for like a year. But my doctor told me, he says, clean diet, good sleep, and exercise. And no caffeine, no sugars, or no nicotine, but fuck that, I did. But I followed his instructions. That's when I went down to 205 from 314. When I started going through that anxiety spells, I started exercising. I started drinking water instead of sodas with the sugar and caffeine. I kept dipping. I started the diet, exercise, and trying to sleep better, but I didn't fully sleep better. Yeah. And I got down to 205, and I think that experience helped me get my shit back together too, balance me back out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Know what you mean. You gotta eat healthy and be healthy.
It helps, man. Caffeine, man, it gets me. It's like cocaine sometimes. If I go a while without drinking caffeine when I'm dying for a fight or something, and then I drink some caffeine, I get a burst of energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't drink coffee though. Fuck coffee.
No, I'm not big on coffee either. There's some people that are though.
Them energy drinks is a motherfucking killer.
Yeah. I used to drink the shit.
I did too.
From everything from Red Bull to NOS.
Monster was mine.
Monsters.
That's what I drank.
I drank them too. I even think 5-hour energies are bad for you.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. See, when I was working up there at that nuclear power plant, I drank in Monsters every fucking day going to work. Because I'd usually only get about 5 hours sleep. I didn't get much sleep when we worked 12-hour shifts.
Yeah.
And I worked from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m., which is night shift. So I would pop up, me and my dad stop and get us a big fucking Monster drink. And I'd down that whole motherfucker before we start working. It was like cocaine. I couldn't stand still. I was pacing back and forth, over here, over there. I was like I was on fucking cocaine. Finally, about after 3 or 4 days of doing this shit, drinking my day, I hit a fucking wall from hell one day. I woke up, had the worst fucking headache, migraine ever, sick at my stomach, nauseated, and I knew what the fuck it was. It was a Monster, so I immediately quit drinking them then. Never drunk them no more since then. Then one time when I first started having my anxiety attacks, I was doing a job interview. And after the job interview, like during the job interview, like my chest was hurting and I was freaking out. I didn't know what the fucking anxiety attack was, but I was freaking out, thought I was dying. And so I'm driving back home from Johnson City to Gate City or whatever. And man, it fucking takes over. I think I'm having a heart attack. So I stop at a red light. So I pull off at an exit, at the Meadowview exit, and I stop at the fucking red light in Kingsport, and I'm like, man, I think I'm going to fall out right here. I'm at the fucking red light, debating whether or not just to open my fucking driver's car door, open it up, and just laying out in the middle of the fucking road and asking somebody for help to call 911, because I thought I was having a heart attack. But I'm the type of person that I don't like the public attention like that. If I'm at public, or if I'm dying, I don't want to die in public, I'll go lay in my bedroom or some shit. But I was like, fuck it, I'm going to push through it. And I kept driving. I didn't know how the fuck to get to Hosta Valley Hospital from where the fuck I was at. But I just kept going. And I somehow, some way, I drove straight to motherfucking Hosta Valley Hospital. I parked my car at like the front fucking doors in a fire hazard place. And I jump out and I run to the hospital because I think I'm dying. I'm having a heart attack. And I run up to the front desk and I'm like, I think I'm having a heart attack. And this bitch is all like, it ain't a big deal. Go sit down and wait. I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, well, damn, I'm going to die as long as they got me sitting here. 30 minutes go by, now almost an hour.
Yeah.
So they finally get me back there and did a bunch of tests, and they couldn't come up with nothing really. And then I kept getting like that. But the moral of the story was when I went into the hospital, and I thought I was having a heart attack, and I told the woman I thought I was having a heart attack. The first thing she asked me was, do you drink energy drinks? I said, no, I used to a long time ago, but I ain't drunk none lately. She says, well, we get a lot of kids your age, I'm like 20 at the time, that have heart problems for drinking energy drinks. So fuck that shit. I ain't got nothing to do with them energy drinks.
There's a couple times I've drunk them and felt like I was going to pass out. Just by as much as it makes your system go.
I got a good story we can fucking tell for them if we got enough time. We're going to have to start a third part. We're going to have to start a third part, people. We'll be back.